dude. What the fuck are you doing? I just don't get it. I guess we fucked up now! And Comey, he's gonna testify. He's gonna bring down the lies. And then Bill Maher said the N-word and he regrets it, regrets it, regrets it.
What's up, America? This just in, back. And you know what? We've been gone, but we're back. We're not going to let you down.
Back again, baby.
Better than ever.
That's right, 2.0.
I'm your host, Justin.
I'm Blaine, the curious sidekick.
The Blaine. Some shit has happened.
Yeah.
Some shit has happened. I mean, Donald Trump's president, so it's always going to be happening.
Always.
And, you know, hopefully you've been watching the news, so you've been recapping yourselves, because there's just too much shit going on to, like, run down what's happened the past few weeks. I mean, you know, the big one that, even though this did happen a few weeks ago, it is something that is going to have far-reaching ramifications, is we pulled out of the Paris Agreement.
Okay.
What do you know about that?
The only thing I know about Paris is they got that zip line now on the Eiffel Tower.
I bet that is dope. Yeah, that's probably super dope.
Cool,
but of course, we spearheaded this, as we do a lot of things. 195 nations signed on to essentially commit to reducing our carbon footprint on the world.
Okay. That sounds like a good idea. I mean, you want people to be around.
Well, unless you're my dad.
Yeah.
You know, he.
Rest in peace. One volcanic eruption let more pollution into our atmosphere than humans ever have.
Pour one out for the homie Dick.
All right, Dick.
You know, so it's this idea, it's a non-binding agreement that all of us are just going to work better as a world. You know, if you're right, it's all a bunch of bullshit. If you're left, we're destroying the planet. In the end, the planet's changing.
Yeah, it's 4.2
There's nothing that anybody can do about that.
It's 4.2 billion years old. It's gone through multiple states.
Exactly.
We weren't always, you know, sunny and 70 degrees, man. It used to be a molten rock.
It used to be an ice age.
Yeah.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
So there's this whole argument of, are we doing it or are we not? I think it's a little bit of both.
I mean, it's a little both.
There's no way in hell that the planet is healthy when we are pumping out shit into the atmosphere.
It can't be.
No. We got next. All right. We're you know, we've been kind of following the Comey thing. Yeah. So this past week, former FBI Director James Comey testified before Congress about every.
Look at that. Magically got a new beer.
Wow. You know what? Real quick, America, before we go into Comey, let's do a shout out to our producer George, because he is literally right now running the camera, running the sound, and he's handing us beers.
That's right.
So we made some good creative reshuffling.
What's up?
I like this.
Hats off to you, George.
George.
Hats off to George! Georgie boy!
Georgie Porgy Pudding Pie.
That's right.
So Comey testified on Thursday, and
I actually watched that.
Did you?
Yeah, I was at work, not working.
Well, then before I go into it, tell me what you
I wasn't paying attention.
I
don't understand things unless you explain them to me.
Well, and that's why we're here. But he pretty much said everything we've already known and been thinking, that Donald Trump's been lying.
He's a fucking liar. Yeah.
He says he's been the president has made him very uncomfortable. And this is actually something that I found out that I wasn't fully aware of, is that apparently President-elect to President Trump had many one-on-one conversations with FBI Director Comey, which, as I learned, is very, very frowned upon, because you know, the FBI is supposed to be its own entity.
It's like separating of church and state.
Yeah, similar idea. Like the entire time Barack Obama was president, apparently him and James Comey had like 2 one-on-one conversations. Yeah. Because you know, and I mean,
8 years, 2 times. That's how I'm trying to be with my ex-wife.
Yeah, for sure. Trump has had over like 8 or 9 conversations with him, and in one case, and in one case, and this is where Comey said he was very uncomfortable. He was invited to dinner at the White House, assuming that it was a dinner with
people,
like other heads of their departments.
And then you show up and it's like
literally just the Donald.
It's like just you.
Can you imagine? That's like the worst Tinder date ever.
Hell yeah.
You show up and that orange motherfucker is sitting there waiting for you. And this is when he, quote, said, "I need loyalty, I expect loyalty."
Yeah.
And this is when he was trying to get Comey to let the Michael Flynn thing go. That was the...
I need loyalty. What's this? Like I said this before on other occasions. This dude's like trying to run the mafia. Trying to run this shit like the mafia. Like, I expect
kiss my finger.
You to come over here and kiss my rings and tell me all the things that I want to hear.
We're gonna blend it in. So we're gonna go. It's a little political. It's a little pop cultural. It's Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
You already know where we're going with this, America. Did you see what happened?
Why is it? Yeah.
You remember Bill Maher, right? He's super liberal. Kind of looks like a weasel.
Yeah.
Very, very like greasy, weaselly look.
Until he probably goes to the bar and orders Pinot to look cool.
I feel like he probably goes to the bar and orders like a black transvestite, but I don't know.
Nice. Don't assume gender though. That's the whole
true.
thing now
Yeah.
too. So.
He had a senator from Nebraska on his show. Is your phone ringing on the show, Blaine?
His phone's ringing.
Answer it.
It's probably a bill collector.
Is it?
Yellow.
Hello?
Hello. Motherfuckers want their money, but they
Yeah,
can't
they
even
can't answer the phone.
phone.
You know what? Wait, we gave the time of day in the middle of our show.
Answered the phone for you, and you couldn't. Hey, welcome to America, baby. We're all in debt.
That's right. So he had a senator from Nebraska.
Back when I had HBO, like, you know, remember like the 11 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
you would catch HBO, it'd be like
Yeah.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Taxi Cab Confessions, G-String Divas,
Real sex.
Real Sex, episode 69.
Yeah, that was before Pornhub, America.
Oh, yeah, that was way before you could just research any porn you
On your
wanted.
phone.
On your phone.
That's before you realize how many niche porns there were for the fucking weirdos there are in the world.
Like feet shit.
Oh, it gets worse than that.
Alright, we're gonna get out of that.
Yeah,
That's
let's
a whole
say that's
different
weird.
episode.
We're
That's
getting
where
dark.
Sorry we went there.
So Bill Maher, as the
Thursday
senator,
nights at 11 was always my favorite time.
clearly he still
Growing
remembers
up.
the time. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Thursday at 11, man. If you don't remember that, you get the fuck off this channel.
So he has a senator on the show, and they're just talking. I didn't really see the context of the entire show. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the clip, and so the senator says to him, or Bill Maher says, "Yeah, I need to come out there and see it." Which I can honestly say I've never had any inclination to go to Nebraska. He says, "Yeah, you know, we can definitely use you in the fields." And Bill Maher's like, "The fields? Please, Senator, I'm a house."
Cricket, cricket, cricket.
You can get where we go with
You
that.
know where
yeah.
that's going on. Jesus Christ.
So then the senator, like, he kind of just laughs uncomfortably, and and they go with it. And so naturally, there's been a lot of backlash, and you know, and it's and he came out and he apologized, and he was like, you know, I'm a comedian. I was just kind of going with it. It was in bad taste, but
I don't care, man. You can't do that.
you know,
just can't.
you know, my
can't.
problem with his apology though is that. Because the next day, or Ice Cube ended up coming on the show. He did the right thing.
He just got a Hollywood star today. Matter of fact.
Did he really?
I don't know if you saw that.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook.
Check that out, man.
Yeah, that's
Blaine's
pretty
got
cool.
something for you, America.
Yeah, man.
So he came on the show along with like a psychologist that came and Bill Maher allowed them to grill him about it the entire time. Even though he apologized, it started coming across a little insincere to me because he was getting like offended. He was getting clearly frustrated that Ice Cube was schooling him on the word and why he can't use it, you know. And Ice Cube came out there and said, "Bill, I like you. I like your show. This isn't gonna stop me, but you fucked up." And he's trying to tell him. We'll keep going at it.
So what we got next? I guarantee you we're gonna be talking about something crazy.
Well, we're gonna hit the pop culture segment now.
All right.
So we've had another death this week. Adam West.
Holy dead Batman, Robin.
That's the first real well-known live screen Batman. Definitely not the Dark Knight Batman that we've come to know. This was, you know, chubby guy in tights. It was very campy, very tongue-in-cheek. A real staple of 60s.
That was like the I remember like being a kid watching him when he's climbing up the
and he's
building.
clearly, they just turned the camera this way and they're just like,
he's like, oh, I'm gonna fall.
And at one point, and it kind of popularized the whole thing that, you know, bat this, bat that. At one episode, I remember he had bat shark repellent spray.
Ooh.
Yeah, when him and Riley, they were fighting the penguin or something, and
Same bat time,
Robin,
same bat place.
that's it. So I mean, a lot of these cultural things that we know,
Bat channel, sorry.
yeah, same bat time, same bat channel. You know, everybody knows what we're talking about.
Even I know, and I don't. You know me, guys.
He's
I
not
wasn't
into that
even in
shit.
the comic episode last time. They just fucking left me. They left me, and they went and did that. I don't know if you guys watched that. But
Oh, they did, and they liked it.
They just left me at the house. They told me they were going to Waffle House.
Yeah, we didn't.
They
We went to Comic-Con.
They left me here, and I was sad.
Sorry, America. I just wanted you to myself. You know, real staples of the '60s, and you know, Adam West never really made it past Batman. You know, when it comes to being typecast, you know, he did little roles here and there, but his biggest one, I mean, my favorite one, actually better than Batman. He was a mayor on Family Guy, and he was playing himself. He was Mayor Adam West, and they played up just how fucking weird he is. Yeah, because he's got that voice. He talks like this. And you know, he was just a fucking weirdo on the show, and he got to a point where he learned how to make fun of himself.
Okay.
You know, I'm pretty sure during the '80s he probably did a lot of blow and was super depressed that he couldn't be anything that wasn't Batman, as most typecast actors were. Yeah. But he eventually came around, and he, you know, learned to make fun of it. Yeah. So, you know, rest in peace, Adam West. You know, you were.
Moment in silence.
That's right. Or maybe we'll play the Batman theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends if we get internet yet for our new production.
Yeah, I don't know yet. We haven't figured it out.
Continuing on to the
George, the producer's like, no, it's
yeah,
not.
he said we don't have internet.
No,
yeah. We
not
still owe the internet company,
Yeah.
so you know, production value is going up.
Done.
So kind of in the same tip of that, not to bore you too much with comic stuff,
Here we go with
but
this shit every
I mean,
fucking
I'm
week.
sorry, Blaine, but
It's
this is
every
just,
week,
it's
man.
not every week.
It's every week with the comics and shit.
Well, I like these comics,
I know,
Blaine.
and that's why I love you.
Well, but this is something that has nothing to do. I haven't even seen this movie yet, but Wonder Woman has come out.
You haven't seen a movie that's out about comics?
I haven't because I've been busy. Trying
doing shit.
Man, I've been working, trying to get
Came
ready
home
for
last
this.
yesterday and you were on the couch watching fucking Netflix. You were watching Orange is the New Black.
No, I wasn't. That was you.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah. I'm still I'm still 2 seasons behind. Like last time I saw that crazy chick that was like the boss. She got hit by the.
Oh, that's 2 seasons.
Yeah, I gotta
Bro,
catch
that's
up.
way far back.
Don't spoil me. Wonder Woman comes out, and it's a raging success. And this is notable for a couple of things. One, because, and just to let you know, Marvel's been around forever. They got the Avengers. Every movie that comes out is certified hit.
Since that, like back in the day, like 30s, 20s or 30s.
Well, no, with Marvel, with these movies, it's been since 2008.
Oh.
Since Iron Man came out,
okay.
Marvel's been hitting.
You mean movie-wise?
Yeah, movie-wise. So
Movie Life was a video game. Who's winning, DC versus Marvel?
Marvel's definitely winning.
Okay, nice.
So,
I
but
knew
now
that, America.
DC, because the last movie DC had that was good was The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Really, and that won an Oscar. Heath Ledger was the Joker, won an Oscar. So finally now they have a hit on their hands, and it's notable because female director, female lead, predominantly female cast, and it's broken a lot of records already.
This sounds like some bra burning type shit.
People got mad because they did a women's only screening of Wonder Woman.
That's cool.
Yeah, and
let them have
men
it,
were
man.
pissed.
Let them have it.
Men got so mad about it.
Because they've been whacking off to Superwoman their whole life.
So far it's earned $103.3 million. It's broken the record for biggest opening for a female director, biggest opening for a female-led comic book movie, biggest film set in World War I.
Wow.
Great reviews. So whereas everybody's like, yeah, the whole DC universe isn't going to work.
Maybe I'll check this one out, man.
Yeah, you still won't like it. It's like, he says he'll watch Star Wars. He's not going to like it. I mean, even though he would get a lot more of my references. But
never seen it, not gonna see it.
that's the pop culture segment for you.
Cool.
You know what I think we need?
What?
I think we need a whole thing.
Let's do it. I'm about to learn, y'all, so get hurt. I'm a pretty opinionated person, I have a lot of views on things that most people probably don't understand or really even, agree with me. But it's a whole thing today is going to be about my pretty much hatred for the panhandling game. And I don't mean like veterans that don't have, are not homeless veterans or not like someone who went through a lot of stuff in their life and they're just trying to make it out. I mean like the dude who's my age talking on his cell phone from Obamacare that is smoking a cigarette, that is writing a note, need work, out of work, don't have anything going on the back of the Bud Light box that he bought with the money that the people gave him, that held my stoplight up and made me late for work. And I got in trouble because of you that don't have a job, making probably more money than I made all day at the bar, serving people food and drinks and shit. And then you come in with a stack of money. I just don't understand like the laziness of it. I mean, I get it. I'm super down for the people who play like a guitar in front of the gas station or that have a violin, hanging out, doing things. I'll tip you every time I'll not tip you. That's my phrase for, getting money. I'll give you money every time I see you doing something like that because you're not just sitting around. You're not just standing there. You think I feel bad for you because it's fucking hot? And you got a sign that says, oh, I lost my job, like whatever. Guess what? I've lost a bunch of fucking jobs. The next day, I got one. Because that's the way that this country has been built on. It's working, hard work, being American, man. Like, fucking getting it. I just can't get down with that whole thing. So if you're doing that and you're watching this, I don't really like you. That's the whole thing.
Find a goddamn station. I just want 94.9. America, we gotta talk about this. So I've been doing a lot of thinking, America. I've been thinking about my generation. And when I say my generation, I mean, yes, millennials, but particularly, I'm 26, so from like 23 to maybe 30. Let's push it to that. We live in such a different time than any of the past. I look at it this way as the page has been turning in the world for, let's say, 15 years now, and we've been living right on the cusp of it. Whether it's such things as 9/11 happening. I mean, like 9/11 was our JFK, you know, it was that loss of innocence. Or whether it was coming up in a time with social media and technology. You know, me and Blaine, for example, we came from a time of dial-up internet. We remember not having internet. Yeah, we were young, but we do remember it. Whereas people just a few years younger than us, they have no recollection of what that was and how much that has significantly impacted our lives as a people. And because of that, that has given us a different kind of perspective on the world. Because, you know, I look at Blaine's daughter. She's 3 years old now. She's never going to know a time without any of this stuff, you know. People that voted in this past election learned about 9/11 in the history books. They weren't alive for it. So, you know, this is infinitely influenced the way that we go about things, the way we do things. And I think the reason why me and Blaine are the people that we are today, you know. You look at, like, say, Generation X, the grunge generation, you know. They were all like, you know, fuck the system and, you know, and forget the world and, you know, we're going to do us. But they all hit 32, 33 and they're like, yeah, we got to get haircuts and get real jobs. Whereas I feel like we are different here because we're on the better part of 30 now. And shit, I got a nose piercing and a finger tattoo here recently. So I'm not really going backwards. And, you know, I think that shows the progressiveness of where we're going as a society and why it's so stupid when you have people like Jeff Sessions as our attorney general that, you know, is going so backwards with, you know, weed is as bad as heroin and this and that. And people don't think that way anymore, you know? And that's why I think there's such a disconnect between us and the current administration in the sense of, you know, the Make America Great Again and these baby boomers that are in their 70s that don't understand us. You know, the one thing in that election with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, they didn't say a goddamn thing to me or Blaine. They were talking to, you know, the people that are going to vote for their party lines. They had nothing to do for this new generation. Because in the end, we are going to be the ones that are going to rule the world. And we are the ones that are going to change the world. Because we are different. And don't let anybody tell you any different. You are different. And you are unique. And we need you to make things better. We have it, America. We're back. We're better than ever. And you know what? We have you to thank for that. We took a few weeks off. We did some soul searching. We searched for Fefe, for Biggie and Tupac. Somebody told me I needed Jesus. I looked for him a little bit. You know what? We came back and we have perspective now. No, I didn't find any of that. But I did find perspective. And you know what? And we're not going to let you down. We're going to be back every week now. Because we are in control of our own shit.
That's right.
And you know what? That's right. Tune in next time. Same bad time, same bad channel. Good night, America.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.